Let's consider that device that most of us carry around in our pocket, the smartphone. Sure, we know that it's very high tech, and it is quite an innovation. But hold on. Let's step back a second and consider something. This device is not just one invention. It is the accumulation of decades of science and creativity. It contains thousands of new ideas created by countless scientists, researchers, and developers. They're sturdy, reliable, super functional, and they connect us with all the rest of the world. So that's something I think we need to appreciate. If you look at your smartphone, consider what's inside it. Scientists and chemists worked hard to invent batteries that could keep it working for many hours. Microchip designers managed to pack almost 10 billion transistors onto the latest processors. So you know, the first silicon chips in the early 1970s only had a couple thousand transistors. Take a look inside the latest smartphone. You'll see it's mostly battery. Here is the main processor chip. And take a look at the speaker and the microphone. It's amazing how small they are. That's extraordinary engineering. The screens have pixels so small we can't see them with the naked eye. All of this took scientists and engineers making advances in glass, metals, and communications. Took decades to refine. In fact, recent breakthroughs in math have resulted in antennas small enough and powerful enough to handle many different types of signals. That's not to mention how easy they are to use. When Steve Jobs revealed the first iPhone in 2007, people were amazed. Touchscreens, pinch to zoom, virtual keyboards, these were all new to phones. I remember the first iPhone I saw. There was a crowd in the teacher's lounge. There it sat on the table. We all gazed with amazement. It had a camera, a calculator, a calendar, email, and a music player. This thing was a game changer. And I remember my friend John saying, you know, this is only the beginning. Beginning of what? I asked. He continued. John talked about all the markets and products that would now appear and feed into the new smartphone craze. Oh yeah, I said, like new accessories that would go along with it too. Yes, John said, but there's way more than that. John went on to describe that the smartphone represented a brand new platform. A platform is a software or hardware device that other entrepreneurs and software developers can create new apps for. He went on to describe the smartphone as a computer screen that can be used to display anything. And with the touchscreen, all these apps could be interactive. John saw something I did not. John had a vision. Remember that entrepreneurs need vision. They can see or spot an opportunity in a market that many other people cannot. John recognized that the iPhone was not a singular product. It was an innovation that provided opportunities to many other entrepreneurs. There are many technologies and platforms that are appearing in the world right now that can offer significant economic opportunity to entrepreneurs, visionaries, and innovators. The worlds of biotech, transportation, 3D printing, robotics, food service, alternative energy, and even farming. That's just to name a few. There are literally hundreds of new markets to which you can contribute. Think of the new areas of tech and platforms as a new apartment building. Someone else created a place for people to live in. But renting the apartments is only one of many economic options. Let's look a little deeper. Who will clean the building, collect the rent, provide security, install and maintain the internet connections? These are all other opportunities. What can really help you is if you develop an entrepreneurial mindset. That sounds complicated, but all it means is that you will become a person who sees the world like my friend John. You keep your eyes open and look for what is new. Keep your eyes open to see if there are problems that need to be solved. And if so, there may be a chance for you to bring something of value to market. The entrepreneurial mindset is not something you're born with. It can be learned. Anybody can learn how to do this. It just takes practice and something called critical thinking. For example, consider the apartment building mentioned before. Don't just think about the obvious economic activity. Go deeper. Ask some questions. What does it take to operate the building? What will it need? What will the residents want and need? And do you have any skills or ideas that might fit into this new place, this new opportunity? Our society needs young people to keep their eyes open, especially in science and tech industries. We need them to work on their math and learn about engineering. Just like the cell phone changed so much in our lives, there are going to be more and more technologies that impact how we do everything. And I'm not just talking about starting businesses as an entrepreneur. If someday you work for a business, maybe you'll be developing products for market. The same rules of critical thinking apply. Keep your eyes open and start asking questions. Perhaps you'll get an idea for a new product or service. Or maybe you discover a problem with something that's already out there. Your boss will love to hear about ways that your business can make more money and become more efficient. No matter what ideas you come up with, one thing is for certain. You will need to understand how technology can help you research, develop, and create your idea. The internet and artificial intelligence are going to be an ever-increasing part of our lives. The internet can make research, handling money, and communicating very easy. And artificial intelligence will help you handle huge amounts of information and help solve gigantic problems. You can leverage technology to create new ideas and then bring them to market. But you can't use these technologies unless you know how they work. AI and robotics are growing fast. These are two disruptive technologies, but they do not need to be the end for entrepreneurs and innovators. Think of all this new tech as a means to accomplish your ideas. Don't race against the computers and technology. Race along with them. Whether you work alone or with a group, whether you work for a business or start your own, familiarity with science, technology, engineering, and math can greatly enhance your abilities as an entrepreneur. So remember, keep your eyes open. Your ideas can be brought to market and create economic growth. Ask questions, think critically, and go deeper. The world is changing fast, but we still need new ideas and young people to bring them to market. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.